Oh, that was a good shot. And you still need all these hits to die. I mean, seriously, what is it with you? Cora team. Well, we pick up exactly where we left off, and I've had a little bit of time for thoughtful introspection, and a little bit of thought about you know, what we do, what's next, where to from here, and all that kind of thing. And I think one of the issues with games like these is you can get stuck in two things. I think the first is the grind, right? You set yourself a particular goal, whether it's smart or not, and on the basis of you setting out to complete that goal, you slug away relentlessly, doing whatever it is that you're proposing to do. You want to get a particular weapon, you want to get more guns, you want to get whatever the situation is. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. The point is, you set yourself an arbitrary goal. The game hasn't set you one, you have, and on the basis of carrying on with that arbitrary goal, you grind your way on relentlessly until you achieve it or die trying, right? And then people get frustrated and upset, say, "Oh, this game sucks," because they can't achieve the goal. You know, whether it was ever achievable or not, it is open to debate, depending on the goal. The second thing is the kind of time sink fallacy. So during this process of you setting yourself this goal, achievable or otherwise, you embark upon an endeavor, whatever that endeavor might be. And after the first 4 or 5 hours, you're getting absolutely nowhere. And you then tell yourself, well, you know, fine, the first 4 or 5 hours have been tough, but you know, I'm bound to get further in the next 2 hours. And then another 6 or 7 hours down the line, you go, well, I've been at it now for so long, surely I'm nearly done. And then, you know, again, you get stuck back in a situation that you are back at a grind, and that's just annoying for everybody, right? So, what's a potential antidote to this, I wonder? And especially with this game in mind. So, I had a look, and this may surprise you, or it may not come as a surprise to you, that I think, how many shots is my Tundra hold? 5. It is a 5 shot, right? 5 shot, yes, okay. That I'm now at 206 hours. Woo! I mean, 206. Do you remember 100? I remember, or, you know, I remember 100. It seems like an awful long time ago. I think it was like episode 34. We're now only on episode 41. You know, and plenty of streamers have, you know, oh, I'm a 7,000 hour solo, and here's me taking out a team of kitted noobs, or whatever. Great, believe you. I'm sure you know lots of things I don't. Anyway, my point is that a considerable amount of my time of late appears to have been on trying to get stuff done, get stuff done. Yeah, I mean, there is no stuff to get done in DayZ. That's the point. That's the point with a lot of these games, is it is by its nature and design an open world. That's what we have. And the intention with this open world is that you run around in it and you find and do things, and there are things to find and do. But there's no specific goal. Do whatever you like. Sit around all day, do nothing. As long as you eat, drink, and you don't even have to poop, you're all good, right? You just get on and do it. So am I really doing anything? Are we really doing anything? What are we doing? So I've decided on the face. Oh, this seems to be an awful lot of stuff right here. It's very interesting. I've decided on the face of that there's probably I'll probably do a new pair of pants. There's probably very little I actually want to do at this stage. However, of the very little things that I do want to do, one of the things that I do want to do is head over to the northeastern corner of the map to well, over Svetlojarsk way. Bereziki, I think, is the name of the little town with all the fishing boats on the very, very edge. And head over there. And there's a couple of towns up there. I've never been there. I've probably been to most places at least once, but I haven't been there. Just never got to. What that is going to do then is going to take me close to Krasno. And the reason that I say about getting close to Krasno Airfield is because I've never been to Rify or the military base of Pavlovo, which are the permanent toxic zones. So I think with Krasno being very close, what I need to do is head over to Krasno, get myself a NVC kit, pardon me, and at least give Rify a try. I understand it's quite complicated. There's a boat there, and you go inside the boat and you can get lost, and you only have so many minutes, gas, masks, and yada yada, things like that. So it requires a little bit of preparation and thought. You know, which is fine, which is tickety-boo, because I've never done it before. So at this stage, my quest is to do things that I have never done before, and one of the things I have never done before is been to Bereziki, and the other thing that I have never done before is go to Rify. Other than that, I want to remain pretty flexible. I'm pretty much going to just go where the flow takes me. You know, maybe listen out for shots and things going on. Maybe follow them. Maybe see where it leads me. Yeah, just kind of. Yeah, I've got a casual goal of like I'm heading to a place, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going to spend hours and hours continually looping around to try and get a particular kind of sight or a particular kind of gun or a particular kind of anything. I'm just going to mooch my way across the map, see what falls in front of my path, and take it from there. Yo, yo. Yo, yo, you all good? You all good, man? Can you hear me? Hello? Good? Not good? You look good, Dr. Zeus. Where you headed? You're cold. I'm not surprised, man. Hey, listen, I got a place to be, but you take it easy, okay? Right, don't really get what you're after. But I'm just gonna head off in my way, okay? Interesting chap. Okay. Guy is following me. Put a little distance between ourselves and Dr. Zeus there. Maybe we'll be able to find a crowbar and a saw in here. Surely we must, right? Also possibly players. Like Dr. Zeus. Whatever his, maybe he no habla inglese. Or whatever. I don't know what the lying down was about. I mean, I get that maybe he was cold, but I can't help there. that's he clearly smart enough. He had a makeshift bag made with a burlap sack and a couple of sticks. So either he found it like that, or he made it. If he made it, then that's not your usual thing. That requires a little bit of intelligence and knowledge about the game to do that. So I'm imagining that that appears to be a witch. What? When did we get witches in the game? Did I miss something? Is this a hangover from like a Halloween thing? Hello. Now there's something you don't see every day. A bit of witch burning going on. Did I miss something? Oh, is this part of the medieval theme stuff? We're going medieval. A little bit of witch burning. You know, I realized that that I was looking at that big base back there, wherever it was, and I said, "Oh, all I need is a crowbar and a set of nails." It's not entirely true. It's not even remotely true. What am I going to dig this stuff into the ground with to build a watchtower? I need a shovel. I picked up a shovel, which is great. I picked up a shovel in pristine condition. I also needed rope. Oh, well, I picked up some rope, so I've now got rope. I don't think you can build with a splitting axe, though. So I need a hatchet or a hammer. So... Ooh. Road to nowhere. Yeah, so I needed considerably more than just a box of nails and a crowbar. I must have been high. There's no excuse for it, really. Anyway, I'm carrying on. Like I said, it's not my intention to get too sucked into these things. I know where it is. It's a big base. It's probably been around for a while. I mean, it looks well tended. It's got stuff together. They might be building it. They might make it bigger. I don't know. Someone might raid it. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I was going for a little jolly over to Brzeziki on the north side above Svetlojarsk, because I've never been, and see what happened. And that's the plan, and that's still the plan. And look, I saw something, and I thought, well, okay, and maybe I'll pick some stuff up along the way. Maybe I'll pick up that raid kit, and maybe I'll stash it somewhere. And if I get a full kit, I'll stash it somewhere, and it'll come back. And if it's not there, it's not there. It's you know, that is just part of the game. It's I was listening to the DayZ Survivor podcast, which I must drop the link in for you. And they were saying the same thing. You know, experienced guys who've been at this for a long time, going, oh, you know, you're running around desperate to find a box of nails, and you know, it's true. You can spend hours looking for a box of nails, if that's all you're looking for is a box of nails. You know, don't get suckered into just looking for a box of nails. Just go off and do something. You know, because otherwise you'll go nuts. It'll drive you potty. Yeah, So there you go. So I'm still going on, and we'll see where we end up. I'm less bothered about traveling down this part of the map at night, other than me not being able to see and you not being able to see, because I'm closer to the coast. There's no wolves, which is a blessing, because you know, noobs running around, it'd be carnage. so there's less wolves, so I'm less worried. So, you know, there you go. There you go. And where are you? It's not a car over there, is it? What is that? It's a blue thing. It just looks like a pile of logs. See what I mean? Stuff everywhere. That's the sticks and that's the seeds, huh? Need to head over that way. Svetlo, Braziki. This little place I want to have a look at over there. Krasno, Rify. Well, Kia ora team. If you've been following my channel at all, you will know by now that there is going to be an official server and character wipe, which is interesting. I've never had an official character or server wipe before, so I don't exactly know what that means for me or you or anyone else. It certainly poses a couple of questions. Do we stay with this server? You know, I've been on this server since the start, but that doesn't mean I need to stay with this server. I can now choose to go to a completely different server when the wipe happens, because what's the difference? As far as I know, an official server wipe means everything goes, right? All bases are erased, all characters are erased, everything is completely erased, so that when we start again, we all start again from scratch. And we all have to build up again, and we all have to acquire again, and we all have to do the same stuff again. Thank you for rendering in, grass. So, you know, the opportunity is there to pick another server. The reason I ended up on this server was because when I started, the other servers were full. This is the short answer. But should we now go to a more active server? Should we now think about going somewhere that is a little bit busier, that is a little bit more PvP, that is a little bit more risky, perhaps? That's certainly a thought, isn't it? That's certainly a thought. So, where am I? So, what was that noise? Thought I heard something. Going mad. Is there a way out down here? There we go. Yeah, there's that. There's also the I worry about the madness factor. So I worry now that now that everybody knows that there's actually going to be a server wipe, is everybody suddenly going to go crazy and start doing crazy things? I mean, I guess there may be people go, oh, pfft, you know, and switch off and do nothing, go and play something else for a week until the drop happens, because they're like, well, what's the point in playing anymore? Because, you know, anything I acquire is just going to be destroyed, so why bother? Which I get, I understand that, and that's a perfectly valid thing to say. Or you just get people running around shooting everybody because they don't care if they get shot and die, because, well, what's it matter, you start as a freshie, but you're going to get wiped again the next day. So, oh, I need some food. Not paying attention to my food intake. So yes, it's all interesting times for us. You know, we've never done this before, and it's going to be interesting to see what that means. For me, what it means, I think, is that this episode will probably run until the wipe. I mean, what I've said before about the length of time that it takes to get to from the experimental release to the actual drop being about 2 weeks. It's been 9 days, so I'm thinking we have 4 or 5 days a week maximum, at which point there will be I'm looking for a trail marker around here. At what point there will be a oh, it's a radio map. Yeah, at what point there will be a drop, I don't know. I don't know. So, what does that mean for me? What does it mean for you? I don't know. What it means for me is I am going to carry on because I am after knowledge. And I'm not after things at this stage, I'm after knowledge. So, actually, now that I am here, come to think of it, what are we after? Well, I don't need rope anymore. I do need a gas mask. I might need I'm not going to need a saw, and I'm not going to need a shovel, because I'm not going to be doing any, I don't need my hand axe, because I'm not going to be doing any building, right? I am not going to be going back base raiding. I'm not going to carry base raiding tools. I think I got lots of sharpening stones in there, which is great, but I can always ditch them if I need to. And what else have I got? What else have I got in here? Stuff. I've got a glow plug. Not going to need it. Not going back to the Humvee. That's for sure. I might need a lockpick. Fishing, I might need that. I still might need to eat. That I might need. Nope, not going to need a battery. Not going to need a battery. Not going to need that sharpening stone. Can probably get rid of that sharpening stone. Yeah. So there we are. So I've trimmed down to my bison, my rifle, some things to keep me alive, the start of the gear that I'll need for Rify, and some other things to keep me alive, and that's it. So let's travel light, because I don't need that stuff anymore. What would be the point? I'm not going to be doing any base raiding. There's no point. So yeah, so we're gonna go up to the mast. We're gonna have a little nosy. We're gonna head down to Svetlo. We're gonna go over to Bereziki. We're gonna check out the boats. We're gonna get the lay of the land. We're gonna explore those 2 towns up in the north that I haven't explored. We're then gonna flip around. We're gonna come directly back here to Krasno. We're gonna try and get a full NPC kit together, and we're gonna try and make it to Rify, and that's it. I know there's issues with the number of gas masks you need, the number of charcoal you need to replace the gas masks, and everything else. I think you get, everyone says you need something like, you get like 8 minutes per gas mask, and you're probably going to want at least 20 something minutes. Oh, the irony. Right, now I find a crowbar. What do you see? I'll find a box of nails next. It's just going to be the way of things, isn't it? It's just going to be. Gah! This game. Anyway, there you go. Oh, that was a good shot. And you still need all these hits to die. I mean, seriously, what is it with you? So this is a little trail that that Cobra has shown before, and season 1 is dedicated to Cobra, who I blame this entire escapade of me doing all of this stuff and posting it on YouTube. I blame it entirely on him. So if he starts out near Svetlojarsk, he comes up to Svetlojarsk and does these boats, because there's an awful lot of boats around here. There's 1, 2, 3, and one of the best ways to get started as a freshie is with fish. Right, you're going to need food quickly. If you can, from one of those boats, grab a fishing rod, and from a chicken you can get some bones, which gives you a fishing hook, or even you can get a steel fishing hook from a fishing boat as well. But if you get a fishing rod and you get a chicken and a hook, and you're by the water, you can wash your hands, so that's great, and you can fish. And all you need is 2 fish, really, I would say. Once you've had 2 fish and your chicken that you've got, if you've got one, or even if you don't, 2 fish, 3 fish, you're set. You've got your food. That's enough to keep you. You can go inland far as you like on 3 fish. 3 fish will keep you going for a long time. They're good eating. The DayZ wiki fandom, if you read that kind of thing or you look into that kind of thing, I think unfairly paints a picture that fish, carp, and mackerel really don't give you an awful lot of kilocalories. I dispute that. It takes. They're certainly very filling. I'll give you that. I don't know about how they work out the kilocalories and what that means and everything, but for an absolute sure thing, I'm with Cobra in that. You know, as soon as you can, fish, because fishing's easy. If you can get a rope and a hook, and you can find rope in a lot of outbuildings, and you can get a hook from a chicken. And there's lots of chickens around. There's no chickens up here, but there's lots of chickens in other places, mostly around towns and things. And all you need is a bit of wood, and you fish. Then your quid's in. That's a solid start. You know, that is a solid start. You will run out of food before you run out of water. That is a fact. So absolutely get fishing. You know, and coming up here and checking out all these boats and doing this run down here is a definite must. So we're just following the coast like any noob would, just checking it out. Because I've not done this before, so I'm just checking the lie of the land. Some steep tracks around here, and it takes you around to this little coastal fishing village of Bradziki. And check what being followed. And yeah, and I'm going to check that out. And then a couple of other towns here. And honestly, I think if that's it, as far as I think these little towns go, as far as Novo, which is not that far, Novo to Mitrovsk, which I don't like. Then that's it. I've been to, passed through, or otherwise visited every town and village on the map, one way or another. I do believe. There may be 1 or 2 really small places I've not been to, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. I'm fairly certain I've been everywhere. I may not have spent a lot of time there, but I'm fairly certain that I've actually been there. So yeah, so that's the situation. So that's it. See, fishing rod right there. Easy peasy. Quid's in, you see. A broken base. higgledy-piggledy massive stuff. My word. Oh. Well, like I say, people building stuff, right? Bunch of towers with camo nets. This is a serious bit of kit. Fencing, but no paneling. That sort of makes sense. Why would you spend your time making panels? It's all secure. It's not been broken into. I don't see the gate. There's a gate. Been breached. It's all good. Well now, looky here. I think this is one of the northernmost settlements on the map. Balea Polenia. And I think Dobro maybe is a little bit further up. But these are the two of the ones that I want to visit. So let's go have a nosy, shall we? So that's new. Sure again. Well, that's it. I've done all those towns to the north, and I've circled back around now. I'm on the other side of Svetlo, so I went up, went around, went all around, came back down again. Turovo or whatever it's called, military area, roadblock, whatever, and I'm back here in Svetlo. So that aerial, I don't know if you remember, I came up past this aerial on the way past Krasno. So there's a medical down here, not too far. It's been 24 hours since I was there, so it might have spawned in some new gear. So I'm gonna go down and just run a quick check through it to see if it has any new gear, and if it does, tickety boo, and if it doesn't, booity tick. So we'll carry on, and I'll see if in something magical or tragical happens. Look at how many people are hanging around this service station. Nope, nothing there. Right, Krasno it is. Right, so where does this leave us? So, what have we got? We have got NBC pants. We have got NBC boots. We have got lots of gas masks, but the gas mask filters, but the gas mask we have isn't built, so we don't actually need those for now. But we need an NBC jacket, NBC gloves, and an NBC hood. So where would we be best placed to get such a thing? Not very many places, I am sorry to say. Krasno's kind of one of them. So what do we do? We can always kind of like camp it here, check again in 24 hours. Or 12 hours, every 12 hours, I don't know, to try and get what we want. This is what I was telling you, time sink fallacy. I need some more food, and there's a big animal out there somewhere. So I think what I want to do is I want to go and find that and shoot that relatively quietly, and kill it and gut it. And think about drying out and stuff. Well, cure again, team. Well, we're looking in a lot better condition in that we've picked up an awful lot of food, which I'm going to chow down and make sure that I boost everything up. And we got some water floating around, and I'll get that sorted. I'm sitting in Krasnostav, in an apartment in Krasnostav. And I've dried out, and I'm okay, and I'm out of the way, and night time's coming, and there you go. So what have we got? What we've got is interesting. We have, as I said, we have this combat gas mask, but I don't know how long it lasts for, which is interesting. We have a number of gas mask filters. There's one there, and sorry, wrong one. And there is, in this case, there's another 3. But they're all in various states of repair. So I would need a different kind of gas mask, and I would need some charcoal to boost all of those, I think. I don't think you can. I didn't try, to be fair, but I don't think you can combine them. Can you combine them? Make one better one? I don't think so. That wouldn't make any sense. No, I didn't think so. So you can't combine them. And obviously from an NPC gear perspective, as we've said before, we need the hood, the gloves, and the jacket. That's what I need. Hood, gloves, and jacket. So what do we do? I mean, I'm sorry to say that this looks an awful lot like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, and I hate to use the word farming, which is to say this server's going to restart soon anyway. But I don't think I'm going to get all the stuff in Krasno. But there's a medical center here in Krasnostab, and there is one at Krasno Airfield, and there's one just on the outskirts of Svetlojarsk. So I have a feeling that on a balance of probabilities, what I might have to do is I might have to start here, check the medical center, go over to Krasno, check the tents, go over to Svetlo, check the medical center, crash out, wait several hours, and do it all again. And that might get me the stuff that I need to get to Rify, and it might not. And I'm not sure if it will happen before the 1.21 drop. So then, as far as this goes, I think what we'll do is we'll say that this is the end of this episode. It's been an awful lot of running around to achieve not a lot, which is also part of DayZ. I mean, we've traversed the neck of the country from the southwest to the northeast. We've been all the way up. We've finished looking at all the towns that we haven't looked at before. We've spotted some bases along the way. We've learned a little bit about where people are base building. I don't know if it's just this server or whether it's a console based thing. It'll be interesting to find out in the future. And you know, and the usual kind of stuff. And we haven't bumped into anybody again, except for, you know, Dr. Zeus and his craziness, whatever that was about. Anyway, whatever. So there you are. So maybe I will get back to you before the 1.21 drop. Maybe I won't. And after that, we'll see about what's happening. I already have some thoughts about where I might be going with season 1.1. You know, after the 1.21 drop. So maybe I should just call it season 1.21. Yeah. So anyway, please, drop me a like. Please subscribe. Please add any comments. Loads of people are commenting. It's all good stuff. Thank you very much for those of you that are spending your time to watch the various nonsense that I post and are learning things, and you know, and teaching me things as well. Feel free to drop in and say, "Oh no, mate, it doesn't work like that. It works the other way around." Go, oh, really? All right. No worries. Okay, so take it easy. I'll see you all again soon.
PlayStation